Multiple SSH keys setup. What does multiple SSH keys mean? Multiple SSH keys means you use more than one SSH key on the same machine to connect to different repositories or accounts. Using Git. Example: one key for work account, one key for personal account, one key for a client project. Instead of crossmark one key for everything, you use checkmark separate keys for separate identities. Why multiple SSH keys are needed? You need multiple SSH keys when you use more than one Git account, you work for different companies, you contribute to open source, you manage private and work repos, you use different access permissions. Without multiple keys, crossmark authentication conflicts, crossmark wrong account used, crossmark push fails, crossmark permission denied errors, crossmark security risk. With multiple keys, checkmark correct account used, checkmark access is clean, checkmark no conflicts, checkmark better security, checkmark clear separation. Typical situations, common scenarios: work GitHub account, personal GitHub account, client GitLab account, school project account, automation account, all on one laptop, one SSH agent, one Git install. This is where confusion starts. Why one SSH key is not enough? One SSH key means one identity, one permission set, one security boundary. But reality is different repos, different permissions, different organizations, different trust levels. Using one key, crossmark access leaks, crossmark wrong commits, crossmark account mix-up, crossmark harder to revoke access. Core concept: each SSH key pair represents one identity. Multiple keys equals multiple identities, multiple access rules, multiple remotes. Goal: Git chooses the correct key for the correct repository. How Git decides which key to use. Git uses SSH configuration, host aliases, remote URLs, SSH agent. If not configured, SSH tries random keys. Authentication may fail. Wrong account may be used. So we must checkmark map key means host. Checkmark map host means repo. Checkmark make selection deterministic. SSH config file role. The SSH config file tells SSH which key to use for which host. Instead of github.com, we use custom host names. Example idea, concept only. GitHub work, GitHub personal. Each host points to same server, but uses different key. Why this works? Because SSH matches hostname, loads matching key, authenticates correctly. So, different repo URLs trigger different keys. Result: checkmark clean separation, checkmark predictable behavior, checkmark no conflicts. Workflow with multiple keys. Normal workflow: clone repo using special host. SSH picks correct key. Push and pull normally. Daily use. Feels like normal Git. No extra commands. No repeated login. Behind the scenes. Correct key used automatically. Common mistakes: using same host for all repos, forgetting SSH config, mixing HTTPS and SSH, deleting wrong key, using wrong remote URL. These cause crossmark permission denied, crossmark repo not found, crossmark wrong account, crossmark push blocked. Security benefits: multiple keys improve security. One key per role, one key per machine. Easy revocation. Clear boundaries. If one key is leaked, only one account affected, not all repos. Team and work use case. Work account, key tied to company. Personal account, key tied to you. Client account, key tied to contract. If you leave a job, Delete work key. Personal repos still safe. Automation and CD. Multiple keys are useful for build servers, deploy scripts, private repos, service accounts. Each automation tool has its own key, limited permissions. This follows principle of least privilege. Real-life analogy. Multiple SSH keys is like multiple house keys. One key for home, office, storage unit. All doors look similar, but each key opens only one door. In simple words, multiple SSH keys means different keys for different Git accounts on the same computer. Purpose: avoid conflicts, improve security, control access, keep identities separate. Best practices: use checkmark one key per account, checkmark clear key names, checkmark SSH config file, checkmark SSH only URLs, checkmark backup keys. Avoid crossmark sharing private keys, crossmark using one key for all, crossmark mixing HTTPS with SSH, crossmark random host names, crossmark untracked keys. Debugging tips: if something fails, check which key is used. Check remote URL. Check SSH config. Check permissions. Read error message. Most errors come from wrong host, wrong key, wrong account. Multiple SSH keys help you manage identities, separate work and personal, improve security, avoid authentication conflicts, scale your workflow. A clean setup means checkmark right key, checkmark right account, checkmark right repo, checkmark right access, checkmark no surprises.